guys, so we are in Walla Walla at a youth pastors conference, hanging out.
I'm making him vlog.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to.
I want to. I'm tired. Not really tired. I guess my energy level's like up, but I've got like a slight headache. I'm just kind of like, so, but no, it's been a fun day. We got here a while back. I got a haircut, which is cool.
Who did your haircut?
Samuel Martinez, the Samuel Martinez from Life Church Walla Walla, in Old Town Barbershop in Milton Freewater, Oregon, which is like 15 minutes from here. Super good.
How'd you hear about him?
Good. Heard about him from one of our guys at Life Church, Destin Sparrer, one of our friends there. And yeah, so they were kind of just promoting, they all kind of go to Life, which is super cool. I love Life Church because a lot of like local business owners and stuff go there. And so they really just like, especially if they're starting a new business or whatever, they're just so like encouraging and promoting each other, promoting what each other's doing, and they do amazing jobs at whatever they do. The vibe, the atmosphere of this town is great. It's a college town, so it's kind of, it got a lot of youngsters. I'm being a weird dad right now. Got a lot of like young people doing all kinds of cool things, and so it's definitely a fun place to be. We're excited. We're excited to get poured into tonight. We just got back from coffee with some of the people. One of the coffee shops that are owned by one of the people that attend the church. And super good coffee, super cool coffee shop. And now we're chilling for like 30 minutes. And then we're going to go to a fireside dinner with some of the other youth leaders, youth pastors. Just getting encouraged. We're excited by everything with this. We didn't end up having our youth conference. They just been a rough past couple of years for everybody, and so they're really wanting to pour into youth pastors, encourage us so that we can pour into our teens and encourage our teens in a better way. So we're excited for what they have to bring tonight. We're excited to be there. We got to hang out with some friends, people that we've just we hardly know, but we're like really connected with, gelled with. So we're excited for that. How do you feel?
My social battery is empty, so I am eager to be in this hotel room. But I'm excited to visit with more people and spend time with people, and just excited to see what God has for us this weekend.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
But
anyway,
for now, it's nap time.
Yeah, nap time. Hey guys, so we are back in the hotel room now. We went to we went to the fireside discussion, which was more inside because it was a little chilly outside. So they had it open afterwards for everybody to go out if they wanted to, and s'mores and whatnot. But we stayed in a beautiful house.
Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous.
At a golf club, like basically like a country club like area. So beautiful.
Residential area.
Yeah, so nice. Anyway, so beautiful home, huge home. And so they had like tables set up, very nice dinner that they did for us. They just honored all the leaders, and it's just incredible. And then they did dessert, and we got some tips and topics from the pastors, Bob and Kara Grimm, and then just as leaders, just some really good stuff. And then from there, we had just great discussion with a lot of the leaders, just bouncing things and talking about things and to do with youth ministry. Got some really good notes, which Melanie's pulling out right now. And yeah, I am very tired, and want to get out of my boots and want to get out of my clothes. Well, I like it, like how I was talking about, like networking is like a necessity of longevity, which I think is cool. Like I don't think he meant to rhyme it, but it did rhyme, and I like wrote it down because I was like, that is so true. And like settling your call, like if you feel called to ministry, it's like settle that. Like don't balance it. Like if you're called, you'll know. You know, you can't get away from it. And so like to just settle that and just go, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna try to bounce around and try to pursue careers. And he said, if like ministry is a career for you, you'll quit, and you can quit because it's a career. But if ministry is a call, then it's a call. You can't get away from it. So that's the way I've felt my entire life. And just settling some things have been really good. I think my new job has helped me to do that already, because it's made it just like this is a 9 to, well, not a 9 to 5, but like I work 8 hours a day. I'm done. And then I can focus everything on ministry and what we do. And so it's just been like yes, I feel like I'm already in this period of doing what, but I know that I need to do it more. And just so some different things have come out of this, which I'm probably actually going to talk to Melanie about later. But yeah, anyways. But here, I'm going to give you guys to her, and she's going to give you probably some of her
Hello, hi, yes.
things.
Here's my name tag, and and it's backwards, isn't it? Melanie, flip it, in case you forgot who I am. Honestly, it was really fun. Being someone who has social anxiety, I literally just admitted this to the last person we were talking to for the night, like, that I'm very socially anxious, and the Lord is amazing and has been doing amazing things in me. But I will say, like, my social battery is below E. I'm so ready for just having a quiet, chilling on my phone or chilling in bed and just hanging out with this guy. You know, like, I'm so ready to just chill. But at the same time, like, I'm facing the other way, it's fine. He's wanting to change, and he just pulled the gun around, and he's like, not the best angle, but my arms are tired and I'm tired, so we're just gonna leave this here. As much as I am tired, like, I'm exhausted, and I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and we had a 6-hour drive, I'm ready to go, or 5-hour drive, whatever. I am ready to go to bed, but at the same time, I don't have any regrets. Like, it was 100% worth every single exhausting moment to be able to pour into us and build relationships with people that we otherwise would not meet. What I love about our organization that our church is part of, it's called MFI, Ministers Fellowship International. What MFI focuses on is leadership, which I feel like every organization has their, they have like something they tend to focus on, even though there's many parts to all organizations that they touch on. You know, it's not that they're neglecting other things, but something we really focus on in MFI is leadership and relationship. Literally everyone, without being part of these conversations, all at different times would say, like, this feels like a family reunion, even though tonight was a little bit more intimate and not everybody knew everybody tonight, because it was mostly like young adult and youth pastors, or like generational type pastors. But it still felt like family reunion. Like, we were joking with our friend Dallas. It's like, I know you're my cousin, but I don't remember how, you know, like knowing I know your face. I don't remember who you are. Remind me who you are, but I know your face. I know I'm supposed to know you. And so being able to rekindle some of those people, and also being able to build new relationships. Like, there was the last person we talked to, we hadn't met before, but they were from a church in Spokane that we have heard of. In fact, did you say you've attended there before or no? I think your mom did, or Tiana did.
Zion?
No.
Was it Zion or Sun?
Sun City.
Sun City, yeah, I think my mom did.
Yeah, so that's a church that we've heard of. We've never been there. And if they've been to the G3 conference before, if they've been to MFI related things before, we just haven't crossed paths with them. All that to say, as much as I'm socially awkward and I have really bad anxiety, and it was like terrifying most of the time, and I would like laugh too loud and whatever, but it's me. That's just who I am, you know? And so it was just really nice to be able to make friends with new people, connect some dots. Like, there was someone else we were talking to earlier in the evening that was talking to us about a youth camp that they're putting on this summer. And so they're just talking about it. And they were like, you know, oh, tell me about your church, blah, blah, blah. We happened to mention, I don't remember why, but we mentioned that our church has a structured discipleship program for men and women, basically to help people. It's kind of like, it's like a spiritual discipleship rehab type situation. So we happened to mention that for some reason. We were talking about something, we mentioned that. And he's like, wait a minute. I know your church. I know people in your church. And we're like, what? And that was like the connections. Somehow they had connected with our discipleship programs. And so anyways, it's just small world, incredible to meet new people, incredible to meet people that, like, you know our family, but we don't know you. So, like, tell me about yourself, you know.
100%, 1,000 million percent worth it. Didn't get a chance to snag our friend Destin away. He was serving like a good boy. And then I think he went home early to go to bed. I think what spoke to me the most, pastors Bob and Kara had a lot of really good things to say. I mean, I feel like I took a lot. I'm not much of a note taker, but I feel like I took a lot of notes. Literally everything I wrote down is amazing. But I feel like these are the things that really like pricked something in me. Actually, I'm just going to share one thing that really hit home. And Nathan and I, if we haven't said before, we run a coffee shop at our church. And it's basically to help fund, the funds go toward our youth group. Nathan's the main person in it, and I decided to step back from it. I do background administrative type stuff, but as far as like actually serving in coffee shop, I want to do less. Like I'm more of an emergency, call me if you need me type person. But I'm serving less in coffee shop. I'm telling Nathan, teaching him how to do some of the things that I do so that I don't have to do so much. Or if I get sick, it's not like whoa, we need Melanie. Oh my gosh, what do we do? But so I felt like God told me to lay that down, and I haven't felt like God told me to lay anything else down. But I just wear so many hats that sometimes I'm like, I want to quit all my jobs and just become a hermit. Like I literally, it was out of sadness today, unfortunately, but I literally sent that to someone and was like, I just want to quit all my jobs and become a hermit. Like I don't actually, but like pray for me because right now I really want to just quit everything. And they spoke into that tonight, which was crazy because they're like, you know, you're going to have days where you want to quit. And it's like, yeah, but I don't really want to quit. You know what I mean? This was something that they said that really hit home for me. Does your schedule reflect your values? What does it take for you to be healthy? It's not selfish to take care of yourself and to keep your tank full. So here's the situation, okay? Self-care. People are like, oh, self-care, I need to go take a hot bubble bath. I need the bath bomb and I need to value my me time. And that is important, yes. But we place too much importance on like self-care. Sometimes having me time and plugging into yourself is also just spending more time with the Lord, spending more time with my husband. Like it's not always about me. There are times where our weeks are so busy. It's like, okay, this week is really focused on youth ministry and we have time for nothing else. Or this week is super focused on worship stuff and we have time for literally nothing else. And so it just made me think like I need to balance each hat that I wear better, which I've known this, but it was just like encouraging for me on a different level. But then it was like, I have felt so guilty because I'm like, well, I wear all these hats. You know, if a teen calls me and they need me, I want to be available. Well, they know I'm available. I don't need to beat myself up every single day for not spending every single second with a youth teen. Because the reality is I do a lot of things and I'm a wife on top of working in ministry. And working in ministry, radio, social media, worship, youth pastor. What else do I do? Anyways, there's just a lot. And so I don't need to put so much pressure on myself to do all these things all the time. Setting time aside for me to literally just chill so that I'm recharged and so that I can continue is super important. And I need to value that we're also really bad about like not taking a Sabbath. And so we just kind of don't have one at the moment. We're trying to be better about we're hoping Saturdays because it's our only day that we share off together. But a lot of times there's graduations on Saturdays. It's the most convenient day to go to OMAC and get groceries. It's a wedding that day, or there's a birthday party or a baby shower. And those things are important, but our church literally always has something going on. And so there's a point where we have to sit down and say, you know, what's more important right now on this specific weekend? Should we focus on our marriage or should we go ahead and go to this event that's happening? And the thing is, some of these events are like once in a lifetime. Like, unfortunately, I got sick and had to miss my cousin's baby shower. And that really bothered me because I was like, what if she doesn't have another kid and I've just missed her baby shower? But we're going to have personal one-on-one time. Like, I have a way to make up for that. And that has nothing to do with me not setting time aside for myself. But at the same time, our church puts on so many classes, so many events, so many prayer times. And there's a lot of times that I really beat myself up and I'm like, dude, I haven't gone to one of those in a really long time. But at the same time, I wear a lot of hats, and if it's just not working, the Lord is watching the fact that I'm making an effort. But I don't have to put so much importance on it, because if I just keep going and going and going and going until I'm stretched super thin, I think Nathan used this analogy the other day. There was like, you can pull a rubber band or silly putty or something. I don't know. You pull something so much that it starts to become clear, and then eventually it snaps, it breaks. And I don't want to do that with myself. I can't give 110% if I'm trying to give 110% to literally everything all the time. If I'm not okay, I'm not going to be able to plug into Nathan. I'm not going to be able to plug into my leaders. I'm not going to be able to plug into my teens. And I'm not going to be able to do my job well. I still might get my job done the way that I think it should look, but maybe it's not the way the Lord wanted me to do my job, you know? And so anyways, that just really spoke to me, because what was something else she said? Kara said something else that was like, oh, so it was funny she said this, because my grandma and I literally just talked about this the other day. We have this expectation of what certain roles in ministry are supposed to look like. And for example, she used a pastor's wife, because this was even like 5-10 years ago. The expectation for a pastor's wife was you have to play piano. And I remember my Aunt Anita, this is what my grandma and I were just talking about. My Aunt Anita literally said, I can't be a pastor's wife. I don't know how to play piano. And she was being serious. To this day, I don't think my Aunt Anita knows how to play piano, but she still is an amazing pastor's wife. Be you. Your call looks different than others. You can't do what someone else thinks you should do. You can't work that position, you know, thinking about the way that you're dressed, thinking about what you're saying, thinking about, can I play piano and I'm a pastor's wife? You know, just because someone else thinks you should be doing something doesn't mean you should. That's performance and religion. It was just really encouraging to me, because I've been thinking a lot about how I'm super young, I'm super inexperienced, and I have a lot of issues just being a leader, serving on a team. And it was a good encouragement for me, because it's like, it's okay to not have it all figured out yet. It's going to take me time. In fact, I'm probably going to die still figuring it out. And that's okay. You know, as long as I have a positive attitude and I'm continuing to be willing to learn, that's what's important. My way of leading may be different than someone else's, and that doesn't mean it's wrong. You know, it can still be, absolutely be the Lord. And in fact, it'll probably be even more so from the Lord, because I'm not serving in my flesh and what I think that position should look like. I'm just serving in how I feel led to. Anyways, I went off on another tangent, but it was amazing. I got so much out of that. I'm excited to go to bed and get into PJs, and so we're gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, bedtime, breakfast time, whatever it is for you. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.